Wraith. Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Welcome. Actually, let's put the best. Let's put this screen. Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Welcome back to another 2v2 challenge. Today we have a bit of a weird challenge between Fargo and Moonknight versus Marakar Teez in the best of 13. Sponsored by Pepsi, $150. We have 5 minutes early. And I'm already a few vodkas in. I'm off for the next few days. It's Easter or something, so you gotta have those drinks. So I'm gonna log in early, make the game, and then we are gonna cover the rules of today. 19:30 GMT start, which is in just 5 minutes. Fargo Moonknight. Moonknight, by the way, is Wraith. It took me one set during the World Series to figure that out. I casted him versus Herb, and I didn't actually know it was Wraith, but a few people will know Wraith from the past, and some viewers probably don't know Wraith at all. We've got Marakar is the expert in the other teams. You basically got Fargo and Marakar are the two super strong players. And then Moonknight and Teez. Now, I was just playing a game of Counter-Strike with some people in my Discord channel. And I was just asking, is Moonknight and Teez like kind of the same level or not? And apparently they're like 50-50. So it's kind of a balanced challenge. I think the teamwork and the communication between Fargo and Wraith might be pretty abysmal if we're being realistic and honest about things. But Marakar and Teez, I think their team play will be better. So I'm predicting a Marakar and Teez win, but I don't know. Now, a bit of controversy around this one because initially there was some weird rules like to encourage flaming and to encourage trash talk and stuff. It's like, oh, it's a 200 prize pool. We need to update. We need to update the stream title. I thought it was 150. So we are on $200 prize pool. Now, initially, that was 150, and then there was an extra 50 for the best trash talkers, and an extra 50 for building the most CCs in the enemy base. That's the first time I've seen such rules like that, and a little bit weird and a little bit controversial. Like, why would you put up money to encourage flaming and to encourage bad behavior and stuff like that? But the rules seems to have been changed now. I think Marakar refused to play if those rules stuck, so that has changed. The first game, it was best of 13. The first game is going to be Air and Stealth on Tournament Island. I have no doubt in my mind that Wraith had or Moonknight had something to do with these rules, because I think Air and Stealth, he likes that matchup or something, so that's obviously why that has made an appearance as the first game. I've seen some questionable rap usage from Marakar in the past on 3v3 TF, so maybe that will play into their hands. Maybe that's some of their lines of thinking. But with all that said, I still think Marakar and Teez are the favorites here. I saw a few people in the chat saying like 6-2 victory for Marakar and Teez. I think it might be a little bit closer than that, but I still think Marakar and Teez are definitely favorites to win. The winner of that first game, Aaron Stealth, will pick the next map. Oh, sorry. Correction. Loser will pick the next map, and it will be random reverse armies. So, yeah, you take random, and then you'll just reverse it. The loser can pick from unofficial or official maps. No power spam, which basically means, let's say you get a GLA and a Vanilla China. The Vanilla China can't quit to give the GLA power intentionally. It does leave it a little bit open-ended. Like, if the China is nearly dead but not quite dead, can he quit or not? But I mean, so many tournaments and so many challenges nowadays start with unclear rules. So if we get some drama, we get some drama. And we've got a nice little Spectre gunship as the thumbnail as ever. $200 prize pool. And that is it. Welcome everyone in the chat. Yo, XCal, you liked the introduction? Not even sure which part of the introduction, to be honest. Probably all of it. Dark9 is in the chat. Roll in the chat as well. Last time I played 0 was with XCal and Roll in 3v3, and we didn't lose a game for like 11 matches. Marakar in the chat said, or in our Discord group, has said it will be on in 5 minutes. He's running a tiny bit late. I've just sent him a screenshot of the lobby and said stop dodging. All right, Fargo's asking for Tournament Island. Yeah, yo, Ro, welcome to you. When will I give you the hot Asian girl? I mean, if she was real, mate, you could have her, like, tonight. Gonna cost you a little bit, though. Fargo's like,
just get me in close.
Fargo's like, am I going to record this? I'm like, please do, because we need to have the epic voice communication between Fargo and Wraith. And then before he deletes the recording, I need to be able to clip it and save it on a hard drive, and then back it up on like multiple hard drives so it never gets away. Yeah, there was a rule like the best trash talker gets $50 bonus, and whoever builds the most CCs in the enemy base gets the most gets another $50 bonus. Maximum 3 CCs per game, as you do. So I said, why not take it like one step further? Like you get $100 if you give a death threat. You get $150 if you actually follow through with a death threat. Well, I mean, why just stop at trash talk? Why stop at sponsorship of trash talk and CCs in the base when we we could actually take it the whole hog and actually go for death threats as well? Like, who doesn't like a death threat? But it's yeah, Pepsi, or Philadelphia as sometimes he's called, who's sponsoring this set, and it is his rules, but he has removed the flaming and trash talk rules now. Yo, the big Don Carlo. Yeah, by the way, in my Discord channel, we've been having quite a few voice chats and stuff lately. So if anyone joins the Discord, the link is in the description, and you either want to play Counter-Strike with some of us from the Discord, which some of us were doing tonight and also last night until 2:30 AM, or if you want to play Zero in my Radmin server, sometimes we do that and we go on group chat. Or sometimes if we just want to go in the public chat and you just want to have a chat, maybe you want to ask some questions to me or to some other players or whatever, or have a long, deep discussion about life or anything like that, we can do that in the Discord channel as well. So I recommend you join the Discord channel. I'm trying to make it better every single day. And if you've got other ideas for the Discord channel, let me know that as well. Yeah, I'm off today and off for the next 3 days, so hopefully gonna be doing a few streams and videos and stuff. I recorded a new video today about a new game called Barkhan. A little bit unfinished, but the demo of that is on Steam if you want to check it out. A game called Barkhan, Barkhan. It's got potential and it's a bit like CNC, but I should put that live tomorrow, something like that. Welcome everyone to chat. You're Faisal M. You're Myth from Syria. A Scott says, Domi the UK pimp. Molly says, roll, I got a real Asian girl, don't be mad. It's kind of cool, man. I'm kind of a little bit jealous there, to be honest. Wait. Yeah, Mrs. is not listening. Thought several times, man, we need to... I'm in my house. I'm in the middle floor. That's where my streaming room is. But I thought if we ever move house and upgrade, I need an outdoor, like separate outhouse for my streaming room, so I can be as loud as inappropriate as I want without issues. Right, we got Marakar here. We got Fargo. We got Wraith. Someone in the... actually, it was Roll who suggested, why don't we have Marakar versus Fargo 1v1 instead? I mean, if Teez doesn't show up, we should have that, because I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat and me would probably enjoy that more so than this 2v2. Whether Pepsi would sponsor that, I don't know, but Teez so far has not showed up. He's 5 minutes late. Does annoy me when people are late. Why agree a time if you're going to arrive 5 to 30 minutes late? Last free-for-all I joined, $200 tournament or whatever, people didn't rock up until 30 minutes past the agreed time, and I was extremely annoyed. Molly says $50 if Fargo makes an intentional DC into a rematch. Fargo is the dodgiest player for intentional DCs. In a recent set against XCal, where Fargo's no eco didn't work out against China Vanilla, it was going badly, and all of a sudden he just intentionally DC'd. Well, he just DC'd, but in my opinion, it looked intentional. And also, if you go back and watch the World Series against Google in like 2021 or 2020, whenever it was, there was in my opinion, it looked like an intentional mismatch. And then it was forced into a rematch, and Fargo won it. He changed a loss into a one game. The amount of dodgy stuff going on with Fargo is a little bit unreal, honestly. Mars in the chat says, I add $20 to the prize if he illegally breaks into his house. YouTube is clamping down on monetization and stuff lately, you know. I posted a video about the best Radmin servers to download for to play Zero Out on, and they demonetized it and sent me a strike saying dodgy, harmful content or something. I feel like if we're offering $20 for someone to break into their house or send a death threat, then probably this is going to get demonetized. Yo, Myth Syria, welcome to you, man. It's cool when people have their country at the end of their name, so I know where they're from. Well, everyone in the chat, tell me where you're from, because we did this last time, and literally, you would not believe the reach that Zero has, the amount of different countries. We had literally nearly every Middle Eastern country last time was listed. We had the UK, we had the US, we had Iran, Syria, we had Iraq, we had Philippines, we had the Australia. We had such a wide-reaching yeah, we're such a wide-reaching Zero. It's mental. Faislem says, if Domi, if you put a terrorist in a combat Chinook, it will throw them from the air. Loaded with US quality, baby. Or if you go back and watch my April Fools, not the most recent one, I don't think the most recent one was that funny, but if you go back and watch my original April Fools from like 2021 and 2022, when we're putting nuke trucks in Chinooks loaded with US quality and sent to enemy base, there's not much funny in Zero, I think. Raw in the chat says, Dummy, your stream brought people to life again. Dark9 says, is he good teaming with XCal? It's referring to Wraith there, I think. Ross says, Miss Dommy streaming XCal versus Eyes at the Peak. To be honest, All right, we're doing crisscross. So number 2 is Wraith. Oh, Wraith's going Air Force. What the? Oh my god. Wraith's going Air Force. What am I actually seeing here? That's weird, man. Domi still after trash talk price. I'm very shocked, to be honest. I would have thought that they would put the strongest players with Air Force. I think some of the other experts would put themselves as Air Force. I find that a little bit strange, to be honest. Do you find that a little bit strange? I thought you would have had Marakar as the air, and I thought you would have had Fargo as the air, but we do have a differentiation to what I thought. Down in the bottom left, we have the blue Jedi Stealth. This is Fargo. Down at the bottom right, we have Wraith. This... Why does he call himself Moonknight on Discord and on game replays? And today here, he has called himself Wraith. He's like a Merry/Peace lover all over again. Down at the bottom right, we have Wraith with the USA Air Force in the red. Up at the top right, we have the Cyan Jedi Stealth for Marakar, going for a double barracks. Up at the top left, we have the purple player, but this time it is not Excal. This is the USA Air Force. That is Teez, going for 2 supplies and 1 airfield so far, but I imagine it's going to be a second airfield. Probably going to be letting Marakar have the oils from over there as well. But there's a drop coming in from Wraith, and this is really going to screw Marakar. Disappointed not to see a terrorist there, to be honest. There is a terrorist being made now, but it is way too late. If Wraith builds a barracks there, that might even be GG. Got a few people listing the country in the chat. A few people listing Iran, actually. Yeah, look at this. This is... Has Marakar been caught a little bit cold here? Because he just literally came late as he just came in from work or something? I have no idea. Khalid Salas says you're not on Discord voice. Where are you at? Now, we're not on Discord voice now, but later on, maybe, when the stream ends. Technical here from Fargo. More impressed with the south opening so far. This from Marakar, it's really, really awful. I also think it's debatable putting the strongest players as the stealth. I am not 100% sure about that. Marakar's not collected on his main. And Fargo is here with a bike over on the right side. Technical coming in from Fargo once again. It's actually a Comanche out from Teez, and he's building a firebase. Couple of wraps coming in from Teez. Targeting not the best, but it's actually quite good positioning there from Wraith because they deflected a load of the missiles, and actually that one survived as a result. But this from Marakar, considering how good Marakar is at 1v1 at the minute, and he's a true beast. He's beating size basically daily, doing well against Excal and doing well against everyone pretty much, but he's opened with such a poor start here. But he is about to get 950 oils. Wraith coming in and killing those oils. Kills the top right one. Marakar captures 2 oils on the left. Teez with a bunch of wraps. 1 Comanche so far has gone down. He's collected 2 of them crates already. That's a Vet 3 wrap already at 3 minutes and 20. Okay. Interesting strat about the stealth going 4 oils. I mean, I like it. Didn't expect it, though. I 100% expected Marakar and Fargo to be the air. Yeah, Wraith maybe been practicing his reps. Sadly, I can't see what control groups he's using. I would like to see that. I guess these are on 1, but That for Marakar is a nice little pick off there, because that oil there for is going to survive. Marakar stabilizing now. He has killed this barracks finally, but he's not been collecting for ages. Fargo on 2 arms dealers. Marakar just on the 1. Fargo on 4 oils. Marakar just on 2. Still a civilian one over here. Teez making a new airfield. So I think this matchup was chosen probably by Wraith. He's not making a second Chinook. He could actually pull that one. Yeah, it's kind of painful. Could have actually pulled that one because that's about to dry up, see. And not quite sure what M Chinooks are doing there from Teez. Fargo making a palace. It's got some decent aggression going on here. Quite a lot of quads. Hijacker comes in from Marakar. Helps turn the tide of that battle along with the wrap usage here from Teez. What is Wraith doing at the minute? He is hitting the oils. Flying straight over the tunnels, which is a little bit risky, but I think he knows that the fight is going on all the way over here. Got bombardment deployed by Teez, and he is killing the oils there of Fargo. So I mean, Wraith and Fargo probably came into this more with a plan, and I think that barracks drop came in nicely, and I think they planned probably the oil hits, which is very, very nice. But what is the follow-up here from Wraith? Because so far the team play from the top team has been better. The coordinated attacks with the wraps combined with the ground assault there of Marakar. Now things are stabilizing. Is Marakar... Oh, that's bad. That's awful, actually, from Teez. Yeah, now things are stabilizing. I was gonna say, are things getting better for Marakar? Oh, it's so painful to watch. Are things getting better for Marakar and Teez? Like, if he'd have gone all the way around the back there and hit them oils like he was meant to, then that would have been actually pretty decent. But the fact that he's just flew straight over the middle where he knows there is like 2 or 3 tunnels and loses all the wraps, then all of a sudden, things ain't that great. He's actually building drop zones, which do not agree with, to be honest. Yeah, Wraith's actually got more wraps alive, but if it's all going to come down to the expert players here, I think. It's all going to come down to the stealth, because you see these wraps usage. This wrap usage ain't that great. Is that strat going to survive? It does survive. It was getting repaired. PDL protection there could have been a little bit better. But I think it's literally all going to come down to the stealths, because the wrap usage so far, apart from those oil hits, the wrap usage, it's probably been about a 1 out of 10. Listen, we don't want to be too critical, but we do need to be realistic. Alright. Teez going around now, but he just... Okay, doesn't care about the Chinooks, but he had 4 wraps anyway. Still gets an oil. Oh, those oils are killed as well. So currently, it's 1 oil apiece. It's that oil there against that oil there. Teez making the drop zones. Yo, Hot Crossbones. Excal in the chat says Teez being quite efficient with the wraps. He was until... There's like a 2-minute delay. He was until the direct assault from top left to bottom right. That wasn't efficient at all, but it still killed that, even though there was like PDLs above it. Wraith coming in for the other oil. I think this could do with some better protection. That'll do it. It didn't even take 1 hit. I like the positioning of that. And I probably would just say I'd like three or 4 quads there, 3 or 4 quads there. Maybe even keep that 2, but 3 or 4 there. There's more than likely the wraps are going to come from that position. Fargo does have a hell of a lot of quads, to be fair. I'm wondering if Teez has a carpet bomb. He is level 2. He only needs a couple of kills, like 2 more quads maybe, and he is probably level 3, which means Spectre and A10. Fargo is now on a battle bus. That could change things quite a bit, because if it comes against the quad versus quad battle, Fargo probably has more quads than Marakar anyway. Fargo also has AP ammo, and he's got a Vet 2 in there as well. Vet 2, there's a Vet 3 in there as well. I think Fargo is a bit of a scary army at the minute. It's important for Teez to whole mode that battle bus. He has to come in and hit that battle bus. Marakar at the minute does not have AP ammo, although he does have quite a bit of veterancy himself. There is a fire base to help out, and a battle bus also for Marakar, so it all comes down to this engagement. Teez, remember, he could be level 3 very soon. Wraith, not quite sure where he is at the minute. Fargo's trying to engage, and even though Fargo's got the superior upgrades here, superior numbers, I just think running into fire bases, running into an almost level 3 Air Force. I'm really confused about where the carpet is, but I suppose it's because that strat's gone. It's kind of important to have the strategy center if you want the carpet. Not so sure about this from Marakar, but he has got that battle bus. Fargo's only gone for the 1 market and then purely gone for units. ABC Studio, no problem. I totally understand, you know. I literally totally understand. So we've got Teez flying around with 3 wraps. Terrorist for Fargo, not quite sure what that's going to do. If you were playing against the China, then and you were trying to hit trucks like a nuke or an inf or something, then okay, I can imagine a terrorist. A random terrorist there against this fortification of Marakar's quads, fire bases and stuff. I think it looks like the top team have won it after that start as well. Like, it's really hard to imagine how we've actually reached this position after Marakar literally wasn't collected on his main for like 3 minutes. Fargo even had AP ammo, superior numbers. Marakar's caught up with the AP ammo now. Marakar now has more markets, although he doesn't have the fortified structure. Wraith's just flying around with 4 wraps at the minute. Like, what you should be doing as the Air Force is just, if you've only got like 4 wraps, wait until there's a pop over there, fly in and hit a key building. Or try and pick off single tunnels like that. Scan it and then hit it straight away. Building up your XP. Wraith's only got 553 XP. Although some of that, he was killing the oils. You don't get XP for that. But Teez has killed the oils too. Just 1 oil advantage for the top team now. I think like the bottom team came with a plan and they executed it well, but just natural skill level has just evened things out, and now the top team are at a major advantage. This is quite a bad position to be pushing into. Some pretty bad wrap usage there from Wraith, but Marakar just coming in now with superior numbers. He's got so much veterancy here. He's got several Vet 3s without the scrap. They're just insane damage output. And now Fargo's going to be cleared from this position. Fargo's got no oils, 1 supply, he quits. There's supposed to be no power spamming, so can't really continue. GG from the South team. And I think some of the predictions in the chat of a 6-2 Marakar Teez here could be absolutely correct. So Marakar and Teez take the first game 1-0. Losers will choose. I should have stayed on the stats there so you could see, but losers will choose the next map. I actually don't know really what it will choose. Volcano. It's actually one of my favorite maps. Didn't think they would choose that. Yeah, that's a bit weird, honestly. Like, I don't know how the South team lost after such an epic start. Trash talk begins. Although I don't think this is fake. I think this is real. Wraith says you talk too much for a guy that's called arse in Arabic. Is tease mean arse? I have no idea. Is it going to be in and out here? They should be doing in and out, really. I don't know whether to introduce the players now or just quit. I think they should be quitting. Yeah, they should be quitting. Well, we've got an Air Force. I'm pretty sure we saw a laser on there as well. I think Marakar and Teez, skill level wise, are the highest skilled team. But then I also think if you combine that with the level of team play knowledge as well, I think Marakar is superior in that manner. If you go back a few months ago, I think you'd probably say Marakar wasn't that much of a team player, but he's been playing a lot more lately. I've even played a 2v2 CXM with him and a 2v2 challenges. He's definitely getting up there with the team play and stuff. And I just think Marakar and Teez's communication will be better as well. So I think if you combine those three factors, like better in every single scenario, then I just think you're heading towards a Marakar and Teez victory here. I think Fargo and Wraith's communication, it would be kind of funny to hear it. So definitely, if I can get a hold of it, we can be recording it and save it on like 95 hard drives to make sure it doesn't go missing. Well, Teez is with the Air Force. It's not that too dissimilar to before, but we don't have a Air Force for Wraith. We have a laser. So they're probably going to... Fargo is probably going to say, do a big drop on the air. If we see where Fargo is... So he's position 5. He's against Wraith's laser. So I think what they'll do, Fargo will be telling... oh, no, wait. I'm confused. The Fargo will be telling Wraith, their team is right versus left. Marakar is the GLA. The air's top left, which is Teez. Well, I mean, you can either double the GLA, which is the strongest player, which is Marakar. Marakar's GLA is probably one of the best, or if not the best in the game. His GLA is phenomenal. So you could maybe... Wraith could drop a dozer on Marakar and screw him over again that way, and then Fargo could rush, and then they could 2v1 the Air Force. Or probably what most people would do is they will probably get Wraith to drop the Air Force. Fargo will also rush the Air Force, and they will double the Air Force. They may or may not kill him, but then I just think Marakar, left alone, will get too strong, and he'll probably wipe out Fargo if they go for a double on the Air Force. Well, we're at 1-0. Waiting for Teez to return. Marakar's already accepted. Have they discussed the strat? Let's see. Okay, we're ready. Is the entire challenge air stealth? No, just the first game. Okay, down in the bottom left, you have Marakar, Jelly Vanilla for the Cyan player, Marakar. Up at the top left, we have the purple player with the USA Air Force, strongest army in the game, recognized by many people. We have Teez. Up at the top right, we have the USA Laser. For the red player, that is Wraith. And down in the bottom right, we have the blue player, which is the GLA Tox. This is Fargo. So Fargo's done a beacon here, so I'm pretty sure that is going to be a double on the Air Force. It's quite hard to kill an Air Force because of the cheap Chinook. So even if you kill one, they can replace it for $950. But also the Chinooks have PDL, point defense lasers. So even if you drop a load of MDs, you require quite a few to break through several Chinooks. If he pulls all of the Chinooks and flies over, sometimes the Vs can just clear up. So it's quite hard to kill an Air Force. I just have a feeling they'll double the Air Force. It will kind of work and kind of fail. And Marakar will just get too strong with the GLA. I think too much focus will be put on the Air Force. I think actually it might be a better strat to go for the unexpected, which is kill the GLA, which is the expert player. But that's just my opinion. So Wraith is going for a dozer drop and a couple of MDs. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 in there. I think it was 2, but I might be wrong. I think Marakar could have gone inside of that building. Wraith is building a barracks. So he's going to produce MDs from there and try and laser lock whatever he can. Marakar does end up going inside of that building. Marakar's grabbed himself an oil. So he's on 2 supplies and 2 oils. At 1 minute 50, that is a very strong position. Laser lock here comes in from Wraith. But see what I mean about the point defense lasers? It's quite hard to kill an Air Force because of that. And why has he got 3 Chinooks over there? Don't know why he's got 3 Chinooks on his main. But that drop anyway for there from Wraith was pretty bad. That dropping right in front of the V's, not that great. Nice laser lock there from Wraith. So far, this strategy is kind of working. It does put the pressure on Marakar now to either steamroll and kill Fargo. Is that scaffold going to get killed? It does. So far, actually, that rush is working nicely. This barracks continually producing the MDs. Very, very nice. And Fargo's established a tunnel here and creeping forward. They've now got control of that supply. These MDs can laser lock these Vs all day long, and the Chinooks, if they're brought in, can then be hit by the quad. So far, this is working very well. I recommend that team would keep the MDs and the quads together, though. Marakar does need to do something now because his worker got killed. Would have been better, probably, if he sent his worker there and built a tunnel. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. Evacing from Teez is definitely a good thing here. Laser lock all the quads. Yeah, not so sure about these MDs splitting up here from Fargo's quads. I think they should be staying together. Laser locking the Chinook, but the technicals just come in. That's a bad move there from Wraith. So it's kind of similar to the last game where the strategy the strategy was sound and the start was sound. But then as soon as skill level and bad decision making comes into it, then things take a turn for the worst. Fargo's collecting from here, only with 1 worker though. Fargo does not have an oil. Wraith has got it. Wraith's floating 5.2k with them oils. Debatable whether Wraith should be taking the oils. I mean, what's the point in taking all the oils if you're just going to float with 6k? Just saying, baby. Yeah, floating 5k again. So you're collecting all the team money, but then you're just sitting with it in the bank doing nothing with it. Okay, he's producing a few MDs here, but he could be producing more. He's on double war factory spam now. Could have a supply here collecting. Here's where all the action's going on, though, and it is a nice combination of quads, RPGs. We've got a rebel in here as well. MDs. Although a lot of the MDs have been taken out. Teez is coming in with the Vs. I think Wraith, though, floating all this cash and just sitting back with all these tow Vs, if he just sends that into the base at some point and surprises him, might actually win it. I think the right team do have advantage at the minute. Until when all them MDs got crushed, then I thought left team had advantage. But the longer the game goes... Marakar not having a massive impact on the game. And now all of these Vs are coming in. I think that might be GG, you know. I think Fargo and Wraith's push here is going to end things. Yeah, laser lock on the Vs, weakening them. But there's so many Vs here coming in from Wraith. Wraith's still floating 6.3k. He's got a dozer here to expand. And Marakar's going in for a counterattack. Even though there's no power spam allowed, if Teez is literally dead, he should escape and build a power. Marakar might try and fight this one out. Debatable if that's called a power spam or not, but that's why I said at the beginning, if unclear rules will usually lead to drama. Yeah, he's got search and destroy now. He's got search and destroy quads and RPGs. Or search and destroy GLA in general. But Marakar is a bit of a beast. Even in a 2v1 situation, he still may be able to win this. Especially with power and with Search and Destroy. But there is a lot of Vs here from Wraith, who's come back and cleared his base. Marakar's come in with a massive TNT, but it is completely fumbled because the terrorists are all just running around dancing rather than actually hitting their target. Fargo's still collecting from here, although it be long distance, he's still collecting. Some guy in the chat says, I've been playing this game wrong all my life. Well, if you're looking at this and it's looking different to how you normally play it, it's debatable because Fargo doesn't play it like you probably should. I mean, you might have been playing it right all along, but you watch you watch Fargo and you're still not 100% sure. Yeah, Search and Destroy, man. Marakar is clearing things up, and he will be able to outrange that tunnel, I'm pretty sure, before it can fight back. So Marakar is doing well. He is collecting from there. He needs to collect from there as well. He's going to still struggle against the Tovs, though. But is Wraith hunted? No, he's not. He's getting Search and Destroy himself. Marakar now needs to focus on the actual Vs rather than the drones. If you just attack move into this, it will go badly for you. I think he did attack move for the most part into that. Marakar is on double arms dealer. Wraith has beaconed this oil that Marakar's now got. Yeah, all the action happening in this top left position. I thought Marakar might choose to base trade and go for this. Well, at least kick Fargo for that, which I don't think would be that hard to do. But it's them Vs, man. With the drones flying above, the quads always target the drones. He's on bombardment. What the hell? Surely he would be on Search and Destroy Vs. I mean, apparently someone did a test. Up close and personal, the bombardment Vs beat the Search and Destroy Vs. Probably as you would expect, because they're dishing out 20% extra damage. But in real life terms, the Search and Destroy Vs should win. Because they have 20% extra range. They can shoot you before you can shoot back. Marakar is going for a bit of a counter-attack here. But it's looking like a 1-1, boys. It is looking like a 1-1. This trash talk rule, by the way, got removed. So... Wraith's fighting 7.6k. I mean, he still did exceptionally well anyway. The drop in the beginning was questionable. The MD spam was kind of effective, although he did stray a little bit too far forward at times. But the transition into just having loads of cash because he took the oils and 2 supplies, well, actually 3 supplies in the end. But the transition into MTV spam with a tow upgrade just was too much for Marakar. It was mainly the MTV spam he couldn't handle. So yeah, GG. Well played. They doubled the air and it worked out. 1-1 is the score. And I think Wraith and Fargo now have the army advantage. I've ran out of drink. I do need to make another one. But we'll wait until the next game. Okay, dude in the chat whose name I cannot pronounce. I mean, generally speaking, I tend to build base defenses. Well, straight away alarm bells are ringing there, not gonna lie. Develop the base, upgrades. These guys rush with 3 rocket launchers and 2 trucks. I mean, whenever I start playing, or whenever I started in the past playing a new RTS game, when I was younger and started playing RTS for the first time, the natural thing is to just build loads of base defenses and secure yourself. But yeah, that generally is the wrong way to play. I mean, unless you're playing against the AI, you can spam a load of defenses against the AI. If you're playing against human players, you want to be probably building minimal defenses. Of course, there are scenarios where you can spam a load of fire bases. Let's say you've hunted the dozers of the enemy and you build a load of fire bases and just camp it out. But in general, I would recommend building more units and control the game with aggression rather than just building loads of laser turrets or whatever it may be, Patriot missiles, and trying to just camp in your base, because it just becomes... let's say he just builds loads of laser turrets and a big line there. The enemy's just going to take all the supplies. He's going to take that. He's going to take that. He's going to take that. He's going to take all the oils and all the map control. And it's like so predictable and easy to deal with. So you don't want to just spam the base defenses. Okay, top left, we have Wraith with the red USA Air Force. Let's go for a barracks first, indicating some aggression. Is he going to drop this guy? Is he going to go for a combat Chinook? It could be a possibility. Down at the bottom left, we have the mighty Fargo with the blue GLA Vanilla, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Toxin. GLA Toxin. Down at the bottom right, we have Marakar with the Cyan. GLA... Was it a Tox mirror, really? Maybe it was a Tox mirror. I didn't pay attention. I thought the bottom left was GLA Vanilla, but I might be mistaken. Top right, we have Teez with the USA Laser with the purple. It's looking like a combat Chinook, you know? It's looking pretty like a double combat Chinook, actually. I wonder if he's going to go to Marakar. So you're waiting for the combat Chinook to appear. There we go. He's gone for a double combat Chinook. He's queued up too. Teez has gone for the same barracks. Wraith, where is he going with that combat Chinook? I think he's going straight to Marakar, to be honest. I know he's not. Where's he going? Where's he going? He's going straight to Teez. He's gonna... Okay, he does get the dozer. Then he gets the power. That's really bad for Teez, the purple player. Because now he's no dozer and no power and getting harassed by the combat Chinook. Looking pretty good for Fargo and for Wraith. Yeah, Chinook's getting picked off. Marakar is pushing into Wraith space. Teez is the one taking the oils. Combat Chinook still flying around, being annoying now for Marakar. Clinical there for Fargo, gets taken out. Yeah, Combat Chinook doing damage to Marakar now. Avenger is out for Teez. So far, so good for the left team. All of the right team are on 2 oils, but they are dozerless and powerless. I'm getting messages on Steam now. What the... Yeah, Dark9 saying Fargo, wrong army. Yeah, I agree, actually. Fargo has taken Tox when he should not have taken Tox. Pretty sure he was GLA Vanilla, to be honest, but I mean, debatable here if Tox is better because you get cheaper quads and cheaper technicals as the GLA. I mean, you get stronger tunnels and you have the rebels. Wraith is losing Chinooks like there is no tomorrow. I mean, as the observer, I can't say anything to the player's life. But it's debatable whether GLA Tox here is beneficial for the left team. Xcal says it's a re. You know what? I actually might wind them up and just say in the chat, say in the lobby in a second that it needs to be a re. Say Fargo's cheating just to wind them up. Even though I'm just a streamer, like literally, I'm not no rep. Yeah, I'm not the ref here. I actually think it would be more beneficial for Fargo to be GLA Vanilla because he's got cheaper quads, cheaper technicals, The tunnels haven't really had that much of an impact. Have the rebels had really much of an impact? I don't think he's even made any rebels. He should be stronger if he's actually GLA vanilla right now. But just because of feeling like causing trouble, maybe when this finishes, we'll just say, look, Fargo needs to... Fargo needs to be GLA. It needs to be a re. Everyone in the chat saying it needs to be a re. Yo, Rivan. No, sorry, Kiwan. Alan Murray, thank you very much for the donation. He says, hey, you. €2 donation. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Wraith's now making an airfield. Okay. I mean, Marakar and Teez may still win. But if Fargo and Wraith win, we will accuse Fargo of cheating. And just say, look, it needs to be a re. Zero Nike in the chat says, okay, we've got cheating, have we? Stella in the chat says, by the way, Wraith did very well. Is Stella a girl, by the way? Because I've heard her referred to as a girl. And I don't think we have many girls in Zero. We have literally like 2. Oh, no, wait. I think we have 3. We have Queen Muff, Sergeant Muffin, who I think is retired, and we have Cranky Monkey. That's 3. So if we have Stella, that's now 4 women in Zero that I know about. Top left, we've got Wraith. Now switching to King Raptors. Would be nice to take out that war factory, to be honest, or even that barracks. Gonna hit the quads here for Fargo, taking out the oil of Teez. Wraith just flying around with wraps. He could be collecting on multiple crates here rather than just collecting on one. Stella says they were busy making strategies so they couldn't focus on their armies. Yeah. Fargo is known to be a bit feminine, so he's not that great at multitasking, to be fair. So yeah, if he's focusing on a strat, he probably won't be able to focus on what army to take. So yeah, it's his own fault really if it needs to be a re. Marikar's on double arms dealer. But yeah, Fargo collecting on this, which is a supply advantage. It seems that they have control of that as well. Lots of wraps going down here for Wraith. That bunker is very fully loaded. I think it was even shooting down wraps by itself. Never mind with the help of the quads. But Marakar also owns that building. Fargo does not have that one, so his unit's not repairing, but Marakar's are. Deadly Phoenix says no read, to be honest. It would be quicker. It'd be over quicker with GLA vanilla. Yeah, but it'd be kind of more funny if we accuse Fargo of cheating. Would be more funny. Okay, Fargo beacons. Nice laser lock here from Teez. Search and destroy deployed. Half bomb comes in from Wraith. Misses everything. And now Wraith and Fargo combine the quads and the Tovies. And Teez is going to lose absolutely everything there. Despite having the Vs with the drones. The quads normally would target the drones. The Vs would normally target the drones. But just like too close quarters there, the Vs will get annihilated. And he doesn't have a tow missile upgrade as well. He doesn't have power, remember, as well. Budlicker 69 says Fargo as punishment for cheating should use some crappy China next game. Oh, bit of a questionable pop there from Marakar, but I'm sure he didn't see that until it was right on top of him. It's looking pretty bad for the right team, to be honest, because Wraith has got this amount of Vs out again. He's floating 6k once again, but he's just still wrecking with the Tovies. And yeah, the left team so far are looking like the stronger. I think someone was building a CC there. Was that Fargo building a CC? Did it get cancelled though? I don't even know if it got cancelled. Firearm says a Rosa might have been a female. I think it's debatable if a Rosa had a female. If it was a female, I'm pretty sure a Rosa had a penis. if I'm honest. And it's debatable if she can be called a female based on that. Yeah, I think it's questionable if Rosa is female or not. Have we got any proof of this? Wraith still pushing with a lot of Tobies. He could close that barracks, to be honest, but that bunker is very fully loaded, so I don't think he wants to push into that, just in case. That bunker hits a lot. Well, Fargo is continuing to push. He's also floating a lot of cash. T's now floating 6k, but he can't really do anything because he's producing from the war factory and barracks and 2 supplies plus an oil, but he doesn't have power, so of course he's going to be floating a bit. Fargo continues to push. Don9 says Fargo's using the scaffold bug. Don't know, man. I mean, Humanity says, why is it 20 plus latency? I think with these guys in the chat, with these guys in the game, all from different countries, I think it's always going to be like that. Marakar doing pretty well. I think with lesser numbers here as well. The Tox Tunnel is coming into play this time. Marakar's palace is up. Phoenix has accused Fargo of range bug just for the bants. Thing is, I don't think he's range bug, but he's took a different army. He's took one of the most powerful armies in the game. He's building a CC in the enemy base, so I think he's going for that extra $50 that... Oh, he's just lost it again, though. He's just lost 4K's worth of scaffold. It would be funny if they still lose the game, to be honest. GG from Teez. It's supposed to be GLA, by the way, not Tox. Use Brian's, says Wraith. Fargo's been defeated. I mean... Fargo and Wraith won it. Oh man, I've got some questions. Why is Wraith called Moonknight on half of his applications, and then he's called Moonknight on the other half of his applications? That's the first question. And second question is why Fargo is taking GLA Tox when he's meant to be GLA Vanilla. I just say why cheat. It's not up to me to say whether it's a real or not. If I just put why cheat. If I just put why cheat. Right, I need to be right back and get another vodka, so I'll let them argue it out. I'll be right back in a second. Okay, boys, we are back. Right, what they agreed? I think they've agreed to read. I think he's going to be a re. Look, I'm not no ref. I'm not the referee here or the rule maker. I just literally said the words. Fargo's meant to be GLA, why cheat? But it looks like they've agreed a re, so it's still 1-1. Fargo now needs to be China Vanilla as punishment. Right, what will be absolutely hilarious is if Marakar and Teez now win. Because no way is it going to go as well for the left team as the last game. It's surely, whenever you lose a game badly and then there's a you should naturally do better than in the previous game. So up in the top right, we have the USA Laser. But a purple player, that is Teez. If he goes for a combat nuke again, it's surely not going to work out as smoothly as it did in the last game. It's going to be expected now. Down in the bottom right, we have the sign player with a GLA Tox. This is OE Marakar. Down in the bottom left, now with the correct army, the little cheater, we have Fargo with the GLA Vanilla, the blue player. This is Fargo. Losing my voice. Up at the top left, we have the USA Air Force, the red player. This is Wraith. It does look like he is going for a combat nuke again. But I hope Teez reacts differently to it this time. So far, it's looking bang identical to before. If you see this, though, surely you'd like make an Avenger in your base or something. Or is Marakar going to go heavy quads right from the beginning? I don't know. I'm confused about why it's exactly the same from all of the players. Surely you would expect different things. It's literally identical, man. Like, that combat nuke's going to pick up all MDs again. That dozer there is going to get hunted again. And probably that dozer can get hunted again as well. Like, why are the players not reacting to things differently here? Combat nuke avoids that area altogether. It's going to go straight around the base. Does not hit the dozer this time. Actually goes straight for the second Chinook. Sorry, second tunnel there of Marakar. Fargo coming in with a technical. It's going to kill the workers there as well. There is a ranger there from Teez. Oh, he's been TNT'd as well. So it actually might even be more successful than the previous game. Because with the GLA out of it, with Marakar out of it, that's it. That's got to be it. It's even more convincing. So, I mean, fair play. Yeah, fair play. Even if he had made an Avenger from the beginning, it would have made no difference. I thought the combat nuke would go straight to the base. But the difference is they've gone harder now on Marakar. Teez has quit. Marakar making an arms dealer. No power spam, says Wraith. Debatable if it's a power spam or not, but that's more convincing. Won in 3 minutes. They won in 3 minutes dead. They literally won in 3 minutes dead. That's kind of impressive from Wraith and Fargo. They won in 3 minutes, whereas before, I'm sure it was like, what, 10-15 minute game, something like that. So to be fair, Fargo and Wraith deserve some credit for that. Excal says, another vodka and coke. We are on fake lilt. It's called Vive or something from Aldi. It's like £1.35 for 6 cans, which is kind of unreal. Philo Tim, why do you sell CC? Get Domi to play some FFA. Was even easier, said Fargo. Teez. WC, so put AI so we get armies. Mara, not used to team games, except if he's with Excal with guide. Congrats to the biggest man-child of Zero. Okay, it's getting pretty good. Like, I didn't like the rule. I didn't like the rule about, like, the best... the best trash talk gets $50, because that's just fake. It's really, I don't like forced things and fake. Like, you see so many pranks on YouTube and on Facebook nowadays of fakes, and it's just so cringy. Rather not watch waste my life watching fake stuff. But this feels a bit authentic. Rafe says you got popcorn. Marakar saying biggest man-child of Zero. That is real. And Fargo saying Marakar's no good without Excal as a guide. It feels kind of real as well. Rubies and Pearls is a very nice map. Fargo and Wraith 2-1 ahead. Yeah, I'm on some fake lilt called Vive. Vive or Live or something like that. Nike in the chat says, hey, do you know that strat that just owned us? Yeah, let's do the same thing again. Molly says, I don't want to sound like a Fargo, but it should be 3-0. They just forgot to use Brian's on the first game. Chat says, lucky... I know, I won't say it. Chat says, lucky moron should be 3-0. Just had to use Brian's on the first game. Would be funny if Fargo chose the wrong army again. Yo, Jazza, welcome to you. Have you calmed down now a bit after our 3v3? Jazza on voice chat in 3v3. Just shouts and screams. Yeah, really good communication. Yeah, isn't Lilt changing its name, I think? The drink Lilt. Because Andrew says, I love Lilt. I think Lilt is changing its name, or... I think Lilt's changing its name, but I don't know what to. Is it called Tropical Blast or something now? Yeah, inflation's hard, man. I have to shop at Aldi now. Okay, let's go. I've got Nuke and Stealth against Demo and China. I think it's winnable both ways, to be honest. Rubik says the Fargo trash talk is always authentic. Yeah, it could be that way. Now, the reason I think the South team have actually got a very good chance here is because even though Nuke is naturally better than China Vanilla if the game goes long and if both players are evenly matched, Marakar loves a Helix, and Helix is flying around owning Nuke. When there's probably going to be only a few GATs around, I think the Helixes can own very much here. Demo, I think, is weaker than Stealth, at least in the early and mid game. But later on, when you got Demorable Ambush and stuff like that, I think Demo can be very good as well. Collins in the chat says, President's Rank, the best $200 FFA moments. Don't understand the question. Excal says this set should be on Tilt and Vodka. That's a good one. That is a good one. Does Teez need more workers here? Pretty sure you should have more workers there. You should have at least 3 or 4 workers there, because he just hasn't clicked on it, because that arms dealer, even though it's fake, shouldn't be ready by the time there's only 1 worker still there. So yeah, we've got Teez with the Demo. We have Marakar with a China Vanilla. Of course he's going Helixes. If you ever play against Marakar, 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, whatever it is, no matter what the matchup, probably, but especially if it's against the GLA or a Nuke, he's always going to be going Helixes. Just make anti-air. We've got Wraith coming forward with a couple of Battle Masters, followed by GATs. Top left we have Fargo with not the best worker collection here. But he's with the GLA Stealth, and we've got Wraith with the nuke. Okay. Weird for Teez to be making a demo bike so soon. But he is TNT in Wraith's War Factory, and then the helixes are coming in. They are double helixes right now. And I don't know if that bunker helix is going to go down. It does not go down. So actually, that's quite a good start for the South team. Except, and this is a weird situation, man. Don't think I've seen that situation for a while. Scorpion taking out a technical through tiny little gap, but it's looking pretty good, I think, for the South team. Marakar and his helixes are exceptional. He's got mines around his power plant. Yeah, Teez is not really impressing me very much this game. It was a nice TNT on the War Factory. All of the terrorists were a little bit far back. But the amount of workers on this supply has been basically one for most of the game, and we're 3 minutes 30 in. Fargo comes in with attack RPG, which does fail. We've got Wraith building a propaganda now deep in the back of the base, but Teez is coming in with a demo bike, as you do, and stops the prop. And I don't think Wraith even cancelled that because he has only $1,400 right now. So Wraith in a pretty bad situation himself. The South team taking control of the map. They have control of the right. They have more control of the mid because they've got a few garrisons. They've got a tunnel going up. Fargo is here with a tunnel though. Fargo seems to have control of the left supply, although there is tunnel presence here from the South team as well. Fargo has a tunnel in the bottom left and the garrisoned building. Ooh. Teez gets inside of this. Wraith only having one get out against Marakar's 5 helixes. Oh no, he has more. He has more. Only one at the top right that's going to go down to just that bunker. But it doesn't matter. Only 2 gats there. These helixes could swoop in. I mean, Fargo is stealth. He switches targets. Hits the elixirs there of Marakar. But Marakar does not care. He's coming in anyway. Resets the quad count there of Fargo. CNC in the chat says it's the first time I've seen Teez. Is he new? I don't think he's new. No, he's been playing for a while. He's a lesser known player. He's not like the level of Fargo or Marakar top level, but he's definitely been around for a while. Mars says they should tone down the white color on this map. I actually think it's kind of nice, to be honest. This is a nicely textured map, nicely balanced map, nice amount of supplies, the right size. It's a really, really decent map. I think it's made by Jundy, this one. Marakar now has 7 elixirs out. That one's a little bit stray at the minute. Does need to make a prop and get the subliminal mesh in. It will make the helixes a lot stronger. Marakar flying around in a 2v2 on a big map like this. I think that is good. He could even arguably just fly in and kill Wraith. I suppose he's coming in with these couple of gats here as well. Wraith does not have chain guns. Marakar's control of the top right oil, and he's getting the refinery there as well. Would like to see someone get this oil. And that one. Fargo's fully collected on the left side supply. So Wraith's last. Those survives only just. Nike says Teez is drinking whatever Dummy is drinking. I think he's playing too good for that, to be honest. I mean, that demo bike that just went straight across the map and reset the prop, I kind of like that. Marakar is here with 278 helixes, though, in the middle, completely clearing Fargo from the mid. Fargo does have a few quads, but I'm not convinced it is enough to stop all 278 helixes. Wraith has just clicked on the elixirs and just letting his gats stray wherever they need to stray. Teez coming in with an attack at the top right. It's going to reset the prop once again. Wraith is beaconing. Do feel for Wraith a little bit. Because it's kind of hard when there's so many helixirs flying around and Fargo doesn't have tunnels everywhere. Kind of forced to make gats. When ideally you want to be making battle masters to fight the GLA, but it's quite a nice combo. Like I said, I think it's kind of balanced. Wraith's ultimate goal is to get to the Overlord's ECM and chaingun gats and just spread the ECM's chaingun gats everywhere. But Marakar's now on subliminal meshing. He's got that prop. Excal saying hunted. No, not quite. Yeah, Marakar flying around. There is a tunnel here. There is a beacon on it, but there's also a tunnel here. Quads coming in, but I think there's just so many helixirs that all of the quads still will get wiped out. Marakar's carrying the game here with the amount of XP. Wraith's only got 180 XP. Chain that great. I ideally want to be killing a little bit more. Say a safe 200 XP is a safe level. But yeah, like Teez is keeping him busy. Meanwhile, Marakar is just doing what he pleases. I don't even know how he found that. Maybe it's because he's got a Gatling cannon on one of these. I think he's got a Gatling cannon on that one. Wipes it out. Marakar's got so much XP. He's coming in with the artillery. And, I mean, there's no way, really, the South team can win this unless one of them disconnects. Like an intentional disconnect. Like Fargo is so good at. Artillery coming in. It's the main supply. Carpet bomb comes in. That's going to be him hunted. Fargo's been defeated. Is that a rage quit there from Fargo? Or not? Yeah, quite convincing win there for the South team. Really impressive play. Apart from Teez's work account in the beginning was a little bit abysmal. Yeah, he was basically on one worker for like 3 or 4 minutes. Let's be about 1 sec. Okay, I am back. Okay. Now with the nuke, the China nuke up in the top. Sign player, this is Marakar. Top left, we have the purple Jelly Stealth. This is Teez. Down at the bottom left, we have the mighty Fargo with the blue Jelly Demolition.
Get me in close.
Yo, Snake Eater, welcome to the channel. Down at the bottom right, we have the red player with a China Vanilla. This is Wraith, or sometimes called Moonknight. Depends on the day of the week. Changes his name every other day. So Marakar going for double war factory. Teez with a safe 2 supplies. Fargo with a decent place tunnel here. Grab hold of that building. It's quite a solid position. And these 2 workers here go get catapulted up into the stratosphere. There's one, and there's the other worker. So who is that more beneficial for? That was more beneficial for Fargo, because Teez lost a $800 tunnel there. Wraith with a beacon over here shows he's on point with his map awareness. Fargo coming through with a tactical, gets the crush on loads of workers. So Teez straight away there off to a bad start. Loads of workers annihilated, and a TNT from Fargo actually. But that gets stopped. So that kind of evens out, because each one of them terrorists cost $200. But each of them workers also cost $200. But Fargo also lost the technical, so it kind of evens out. Teez coming through with a TNT on the power plant. There is a helix out. It's actually headed over towards the left-hand side, so Wraith leaving his base wide open. Weird that Wraith would go with the helix towards the stealth, honestly. It's kind of weird. Yo, Ivan, thank you very much for the donation, man. It's funny how you just wrote vodka as the donation message. But we are running low. Supplies are running thin. Inflation is like 11% or 12%, and we just, the simple answer is we just need vodka. So yeah, it all makes sense actually. No, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Lick's still flying around. Interesting that he's flying into stealth tunnels, though. He's low HP. Surely you would do more damage to the nuke, but the nuke does have a lot of gats out. Wraith's going to be collecting on basically next to 0 in a second. And has Wraith been hunted? I think the answer is yes. Where's the Licks? The Licks is dead. Wraith's going to finish the game 157 XP, but that's more than Fargo's 0, though, to be honest. Remember, we were aiming for a safe 200 XP. Wraith finishes the game on 157. Fargo finishes the game on 0. This is why it is over in 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Marakar and Teez take the lead for the first time. Oh, no, wait. The second time in this set, I believe, because they won game number 1. 3-2 goes the score. Fargo finishing on 0 XP in a 2v2. Do we say something about that, or do we remain neutral as the commentator? Myra's saying, for if you're saying Myra, you can't wait. Myra says, what happened? Let's type in GG and you go say no power spam. I mean, does Wraith have any right to say anything, whether it was power spam or not? They got 158 XP between them. Fargo's on 0. It was 100% GG over. Does not matter at all. Wraith has chosen bottom right spot. Fargo shows them bottom left. They're just gonna get the armies and then re. Teez is taking him a while to accept. Might just replace him with a hard army. He doesn't. Lots of USAs, but Wraith is the GLA.
You have been defeated.
Humanity in the chat says, who is sponsoring this, by the way? It is Pepsi, otherwise known sometimes as Philadelphia, I believe. So you got Wraith as GLA Vanilla down in the bottom right, combined with Fargo's super weapon down in the bottom left. Against 2 USAs on the top, Teez a super weapon on the top. It's basically a mirror on the top. On the bottom left. Top right, you got Marakar. It's the laser. I think the better armies are the ones on the south. It's better to have a combination of different armies. I think GLA and super weapon combination, because you can do a drop on the strongest player, which would be Marakar. Slow him down and mess him up. Combined with the TNT, fast aggressive tunnel. And rush Marakar with a combination of MDs, technicals, quads, tunnels, stuff like that. I mean, naturally, you would think that the South team have the advantage. You also got a decent spot there for the GLA because he's South. His worker only spawns there, only has to build a supply there. Whereas if you were there, your worker would have to walk all the way around the CC and build there, which is slightly slower, like 20%. 20% on your supply being faster, and therefore 20% your arms daily being faster. However, will the South team's coordination and aggression be good enough? So far, looking okay. Marakar is actually... Oh, no, he is going for 2 supplies. See, I disagree with the strongest player going for the unsafe supply. Although he's getting dropped here anyway. So regardless, that supply would be enabled to collect. So Fargo trying to build a barrack, similar strat to before. Fargo is getting dropped. He's not able to collect on his left-hand side just because of 1 MD so far. Wraith is building a supporting tunnel over here. Fargo is losing 1 dozer, and he's hunted already, Fargo. Marakar has lost the Chinook up in the top right. So Fargo is hunted, but he does have 2 supplies, power and a barracks. But the thing is, like, Wraith really should quit and give Fargo the power spammers the GLA. That'd be really good for him, but there's a rule against it, saying no power spam. So, I mean, based on that, he's not allowed to quit. That's changed things a lot. Marakar now collecting on 2 supplies. Once he gets on a war factory and starts spamming out the Vs, he's going to be a tough cookie to crack, I think. Yeah, the South team needs to keep up the momentum. They need to keep up the aggression on Marakar. Needs to get an aggressive tunnel. Needs to push with loads of quads, something like that. I think Wraith coming in with a couple of technicals here and there where Marakar has loads of MDs is a debatable strategy. Just hide for now behind the supply of Marakar. We got a fake X guy in the chat, which is interesting. Laser lock on the Chinooks here of Teez from Fargo. Teez pushing in with 3 Vs. Fargo flying around with his Chinook. He's not collecting on his bottom left supply at the minute, and he's only collecting there on a half-dead Chinook, or even more than half-dead. Fargo's drop is abysmal. Loses is pretty much one of his only Chinooks. Instant quits. Gonna leave it to Wraith. Wraith shouldn't quit there. I mean, if that was an expert play, he would have definitely fought that out. Still winnable. But I feel like Fargo and Wraith, as I predicted, that communication and teamwork, team play, and probably the rage quitting and stuff like that is probably getting to him a little bit. And I think naturally Marakar and Teez will just win those kind of scenarios and kind of games. Yeah, Wraith shouldn't have quit there. He should have definitely fought that out, but he probably just thought, I can't win against 2 players by myself. Yeah, Fargo getting hunted very, very fast. It's debatable. Shouldn't they have just played a standard game? Like, shouldn't Fargo just get on 2 supplies, War Factory Barracks, try and get the Vs out? Try and make it into a normal game rather than risking it like blow for blow, getting hunted, taking loads of damage. Yo, dude from Chechnya, welcome to you, man. You've been watching for a long time. It's good to hear. Yeah, I feel like the GLA and the super weapon have got the stronger armies here. It's a better combo rather than just having 2 USAs, because they can only do one thing, which is make Vs and missile defenders, whereas the GLA can do TNTs, you can make quads, you can make tunnels, you can make technicals, whereas the supporting USA can also make Vs and missile defenders. It's a better combo. You know, orchestrate a better double in the beginning. So I actually think this will go 5-2 to Marakar and Teez. Yeah, it's Deadly Phoenix in the chat. Anything can happen. Air GLA versus Toxin Laser went 2-0 Fargo and Wraith. Yeah, that's true. Okay, top left we have the mighty super weapon in the blue. This is Fargo. Up in the top right, we have the red USA laser. This is Wraith. Well, depending on the day of the week, it's called Moonknight. Down at the bottom right, we have the Cyan player with the GLA Vanilla. One of the best GLAs in the game, in my opinion, which is Marakar. Down at the bottom left, we have the super weapon for the purple player. That is Teez. Teez going for a barracks first, Wraith going for war factory and a barracks by the looks of things, and Fargo going for the aggression. See, in these kind of scenarios, when you got the strongest player, which is Fargo, and the weaker player, which is Wraith. I think it should be this player here who's going for the more solid build and trying to get to the later game, like War Factory Barracks. You know, it should be Wraith doing the drop or whatever, or the double. Marakar's actually gone for 2 arms dealers, okay. So he's gone for that. You do a barracks first, you do a couple of terrorists, 1 to here, 1 to here. He's actually made 3, okay, standing corrected. He's probably going to hit the power with that. Wraith opening with a laser tank, okay. Fargo's going to be the one to get doubled. Laser lock coming in here from Teez, so Fargo's getting wrecked anyway by Teez. Fargo going for the drops though. TNT comes through, hits the barracks. Drop here from Teez. No laser lock just yet, but Wraith pulls his Chinooks. Fargo's building a barracks. Up on the hill. And Fargo is basically dead, I think. Would be interested to hear that voice chat right now. To see if things are going south. I think they probably are. Or is Fargo saying it's his fault? What is Fargo doing talking in the third person? Yeah, Wraith supporting here with laser tanks. But he's getting killed by Teez's MDs. Marakar's building a tunnel inside of Fargo's base. Wraith is in the base of Marakar and actually hitting the arms dealer. But is that terrorist going to kill 2 Vs? Wraith moves out of the way just in time. Yo, Stella. Thank you for joining today. And see you later. He or she is going to leave and start reciting the Quran, okay? Thank you for joining. And see you later. Marakar now with a lot of tentacles out. Crushes the Vs there of Wraith. Wraith is currently chilling back in the base with a couple of Vs and a laser tank. Fargo is here with a couple of MDs stopping Teez from collecting. And I mean, he is here as well. Yeah, T's coming in the laser locks. Wraith has actually quit out. Fargo is here now with loads of Vs and the laser tank. But I think it's too little too late. I don't think he is able to do anything. That's why I think Fargo should be playing with the more solid strat, and I think Wraith should be doing the more aggressive. Wraith should be kind of going all in, like harassing and dropping this guy and doing what he can. Fargo should be playing with a more solid strat to enable him to get to the later game. But right now, is Fargo going to be able to do anything? He's got a group of Vs, but I'm pretty sure they're all, or if not, most of them are empty. And Marakar has a lot of technicals out. Only collected on 4 workers on his main. Collecting a decent amount here, but that one is idle. 4 workers and 4 workers, actually. These comes in the laser locking. Fargo is getting picked apart. I think this is the beginning of the end for the top team, Fargo and Wraith. And I think getting tilted and all that kind of stuff, I think is going to come into effect and yeah, affect them more and more. Okay, Fargo is coming in with a V here. Is Teez about to get hunted? But the problem is most of the focus has been put on like Teez. Whereas Marakar is just being left alone to get a nice solid base. His supplied area has been pretty much untouched. Even if Teez gets hunted, I mean, so what? Marakar's collecting on here. He's getting aggressive tunnels. He's controlling the game. He's a really strong GLA player. The power here is getting hit. Going to be close. I think the power might go down. Yeah, it does go down. And that's GG. Yeah, I think the longer the game goes, I think this is going to tilt more and more into Marakar's favor. No choice of words intended there. But I think Fargo and Wraith, yeah, their team play and gameplay and whatever and strats might go more and more south. From here. Open slot. Final departure. Wow. Infant tank against China and demo. Right, tank inf against China and Demo. China against the tank there. Demo against if. If Demo tank. I think probably the South team have the advantage here. But I mean, played correctly, if the top team play with some skill here, I think there's no reason why the top team can't win. Question is, will skill make an appearance? I have a feeling the South team might just overrun the top. Like if bottom right Teez goes Helix and just clears up the demo tunnels, which is probably what's going to happen. Marakar just spams loads and loads of units. Is Fargo going to be able to stop all that as a China vanilla? Never mind deal with that Helix as well. I think South team have got advantage and going to be able to win this one, to be honest. But yeah, top team might surprise us here. Let's see. Could be the last matchup if Marakar and Teez win this 2-0 in this random reverse. Okay, so on the top of final departure, we have the China vanilla. For the blue player, that is Fargo. And all the way up in the top right, we have the red player with a China GLA demolition. GLA demolition. This is the red Wraith or Moonknight, depending on the day of the week. Down in the bottom right, we have the purple player with the China infantry. This is Teez. Very weird how that dozer was just idle for ages. The China infantry for Teez. Down in the bottom left, we have the sign player, which is the China tank. That is OE Marakar. So, Fargo going for 2 spies, 2 war factories. Marakar going for 2 spies, 2 war factories. Dark Knight's been watching the streams for 200 hours. Very nice. Still learned nothing. Still learn absolutely nothing. It is going to be a Helix from Teez. Truck rush from Teez, but it's a very long map. It's not really going to achieve anything. The tunnels are quite far back from Wraith, actually moderately far back. It's not like really aggressive or anything. Technical coming through for Wraith. He's going to run straight into a flamer. Does dodge it though. Gonna run around, go straight into the base. TNT hits Marakar's war factory. I think this is the strategy they pretty much should be doing all the time. Wraith should go for the double on Marakar, and Fargo should play it solid and play either a 1v1 against Marakar or just try and carry the team for the top team. Wraith running around still with this Chinook. Sorry, with this technical, not Chinook. Helix is flying straight into the base though. There are a couple of quads out. One quad gets picked off. There is a gat here from Fargo. Now, even though the top team might hold against this, they're still losing the map control. That tunnel has been cleared, although it's still at the hole. One quad could get picked off. Marakar got slowed down. I think it's kind of even so far. Maybe even advantage for the top team based on Teez's Helix not doing very much. That Helix really needed to unload and needed to attack move into one of the bases. That would have caused them a lot more problems. But Marakar has expanded. He's on the 3rd supply. Fargo coming in with his outpost, but it is doing some self-damage here. But it is still alive, though. So Fargo is coming in with some aggression here. He's got gas and outposts, putting pressure on Marakar. Wraith's still in an okay position. He's building his palace maybe a little bit soon. I suppose he can't really expand anywhere. He could get that oil, but he's building his palace regardless. And a Helix coming in from Teez to try and clear up this from Fargo inside of Marakar's base. Marakar's base is that cleared up, and a Helix is going to return to base and repair. Okay, Wraith and Fargo combining on the left-hand side. ECM with a load of quads. Might be able to do some damage here to Marakar, but he does have quite a few gats. Remember, the gats are strong and cheap. But trying to attack. Fargo's also pushing in the middle with a flamer, although it does have a bomb planted on it. And Fargo and Wraith combining forces on the left-hand side. Helix coming in there from Teez. He's trying to help. Marakar might just be able to hold. But Marakar is taking a lot of pressure on this game. There is a supply there between the players that I didn't actually necessarily realize. But Teez is getting it for that team. In the south, he's on 3 supplies. There is some crates over here as well that he could be getting. Wraith doesn't have very much map control at all. He doesn't have even have a forward tunnel over here. He does have a tunnel inside of Fargo's base. But Teez is coming around with an outpost. Fargo there with a flamer. Marakar is coming in with a flamer of his own. I think he's going to take out the war factory there of Fargo. Pretty sure that war factory is dead. Yeah, war factory there. Fargo has gone down. He's only on 1 war factory now. Although he is on a Lotus, I think, because he's got the prop. He's got the barracks facing the oil. And a big engagement now. Fargo has been defeated. No GG whatsoever. Is Wraith going to fight this or not? Yeah, I think the bottom team have got some quite strong armies there. The Licks.
You have been defeated.
Does control the game quite a bit. And Marakar and Teez take a big lead there with a 6-2. So yeah, one more for Teez and Marakar, and they are the winners. Map score final departure. Waiting for the players to accept. Teams and Ghost his Wraith. I think he just wants this over. Fargo taking his time there to accept. Okay, so up in the top right, we have Teez with the Geotic Demolition in the purple color. Up in the top left, we have Marakar with the Cyan China Vanilla. Down in the bottom left, we have Fargo with a China Tank with the blue color. Down in the bottom right, expecting him to go to Helix as well, with the red player, which is Wraith, although I think his build order is bad here, because I think that should be a double supply. I think he's going to do double supply anyway. It might be a slightly faster Helix doing it this way. Maybe, but I think that supply could be sooner. But regardless, it's going to be a fast Helix out. That's going to be controlling the game. I expect the South team might be able to win this one, because the Helix is tough to deal with as a demo. Marakar's also going for an airfield, and Fargo going for 3 supplies and a single war factory there in the middle. Okay, T's coming in with a technical. Is the TNT. It's the single war factory there of Fargo. He's building another one deep in the back of his base. He's got 1 get out so far. Helix out for Marakar. They might try and hunt Fargo very, very quickly. If that's got some RPGs inside of it there for T's, might be pretty good. Fargo is probably going to get hunted. He's made a Battle Master, which is not the thing you need to be making against the Bunkerlicks of China Vanilla. Fargo is getting hunted. Is Marakar now going to hit the War Factory, or is he going to hit the power? He's hitting the War Factory. There's a gap inside of the War Factory, though. Helix goes down. So, yeah, War Factory survives. Still possible for the top team to lose, although the Helix there for Wraith has gone down as well. Marakar Yeah, personally, I don't think it was the best helix in the world. When he hunted that dozer, he could have easily like gone over here and evac'd and just evac'd preemptively straight away. And yeah, started shooting the war factory. If that had have evac'd, it would have been in one game. No matter at which point it evac'd, even if it evac'd at the last second or evac'd straight away, pretty sure that war factory would have been dead. Because the helix would have died, but the 5 tankers would have still been firing. That would have been enough to take out the last bit of HP. So a little bit disappointing there, but the top team still might win anyway. In fact, it makes it more interesting because there's a Gatling cannon defense up. That'll force Fargo to probably either make a Battlemaster to fight that, or he will just fight on the right side. Wraith is now going for outposts. It's coming in with another helix though. To stop this tunnel from being built. Another technical coming in through for Teez. Marakar comes in with just a couple of MiGs. Fargo is here with the Gats. And yeah, I think the top team might be in serious trouble. That helix does evac. This front has been held. But how do they intend to deal with this? Helix is evac'd. The MiGs there could pick off that infantry there, but even if them Gats just come in the back, Marakar, I'm not convinced, can hold that. Marakar is beaconing at the back of his base. Really, it needed an evac. If it had evac'd and took out that war factory, that would have been in one game, guaranteed. This shows you a couple of seconds in zero do make all the difference. Marakar might be able to hold this. It's not being microed by Wraith. That's really awful, actually. But that's not being microed. But Fargo's just busted through the front anyway. MiG's being used to hit that remaining infantry. But Fargo's just busted through the front just with a single war factory. He's made mines on absolutely everything, so he can't get TNT. Yeah, I think Marakar is dead. He has the front busted open. It is kind of on Marakar, honestly. He should have evac'd, should have hit that war factory, and he would have won. Still in a really good position anyway. But Wraith now also pushing on the right hand side. He's on double war factory and floating at 8.3k. Which is kind of weird when you're at risk of losing the game. Your mate's been hunted on a single war factory with very low HP. You'd also be sending a dozer over there to repair that war factory. But why you'd be floating 8k like that when you're at risk of getting knocked out of this challenge completely is very, very weird. Marakar is not hunted. He's built another war factory up in the top right. But Marakar is probably about to die now because these tank units are so hard to deal with when you don't have a bunker and they're getting the gat there anymore. Wraith continues to do what he can. Oh, why is he not expanded here? You could have had that as well if you were floating 8k. I think Fargo should be selling that as well, and Wraith should be taking it if Fargo is hunted. Teez coming in with the defense over on the left hand side. If the top team can just stabilize, I mean, Fargo is hunted. Level 1 artillery will take out that as well, since Wraith is not repairing it. Yeah, Teez does have a lot of quads here. I mean, if the top team can stabilize and just get going on the MiGs, keep hitting the infantry, meanwhile Teez just defending against these tank units of Fargo. Yeah, it's still possible for the top team. Anything is possible. But these MiGs need to really get rolling and hitting these outposts of Wraith. Teez could sell that supply. Teez Yeah, the outpost coming in now hunt Marakar. So Marakar is hunted as well. Yeah, but there's not enough MiGs out to deal with the outpost. The outpost can wreck these quads all day long, which now opens up things to Fargo. There's a Fargo flame wall there, flaming down his own gap, making it weak. When Marakar just hits it. Got artillery coming in now from Wraith. Artillery coming in. Teez pops his quads. Artillery takes out the airfield. So Marakar really could either quit or Teez could quit, but there's no power spamming, so yeah, that's when it becomes a bit controversial. Fargo's fighting 24k. He's lost his war factory. Wasn't even paying attention to what that was, but I think Wraith's just got too much now. Even if he's not using it in the absolute best way, even if he's not expanded, even if he's not got his oil until 9 minutes into the game, and even if he's not taking that or that, he's still just got enough outposts. Teez has been fully focused on defending Fargo on the left. And yeah, I think the South team has won this. The Marakar and Teez not going to close out this set just yet. But they only need like one imbalanced matchup. And they should be able to win. Saying that though, Force did lose earlier in the set. Okay, Wraith running head first here, single file, into a load of quads. Fargo has been defeated. And Wraith will now produce... He's got 28k, Wraith. Yeah, that's an interesting situation. Fargo has been defeated. He's not quit out completely, but... don't think there's any risk of them voice chat cheating. It's possible for either team, to be honest, but I would like Wraith to spend some of this 30k that he's got. Would like that. Yeah, Wraith spending some of his money. He is hitting Marakar's base. I mean, if there's no power spamming rule, the best thing to do is for Marakar to quit. Actually, for Teez to quit and just let Marakar power spam. But yeah, this rule is a bit unclear about when you're allowed to power spam or not. Because the China Vanilla is 100% dead. He's got a few tank enters. He's got the money that the GLA could deal with. That could actually use. Yeah, Wraith spent about half of his cash. He's making assault troop crawlers. Still not expanded here. That's mined out, but that oil's not captured. These terrorists getting a little bit close. Yeah, with the micro at the top team, still might be able to win. They've got a lot less economy than Wraith does, but it is 2 versus 1. Marakar obviously highly skilled, but he does have very minimal stuff here. A lot of beacons here from Marakar. But Marakar's pushing with a lot of tank hunters here, and I mean, if you don't react this well with the right amount of flamers and outposts and the micro, then Marakar still might be able to push here, and might be able to clear all of that with flamers and tank hunters. But the Super Lotus has disabled the flamer at least. Marakar's trying to be annoying and do what he can. I think Teez should use that time. They should communicate and say, you know what, he's distracted. This is your time to actually push and do something, but there is a lot of outposts there actually, so maybe not. Maybe that's not the right time. Wraith's mined out on his main. It could get a bit weird, this, to be honest. Where's has Marakar? Oh, Marakar's still got a war factory, hasn't he? Yeah, so he's still able to produce. It still might be GG. It's still... Marakar and Teez might still be able to win. Like, Wraith is running sometimes into very bad situations. He has a lot of outposts here with subliminal messaging. But he has just wasted a lot of them, and there's a lot of flamers here still for Marakar. And whilst Marakar can still produce, he's bound to get these flamers into sneaky positions at some point. Wraith's been a little bit overwhelmed here. Teez is level 3. Is he getting the bounty money? Yes, he is. Is he getting the maximum bounty money? I think that's debatable. Artillery coming in from Wraith. Yeah, it's getting interesting. I still question, even with the highest skill, can Marakar Teez still muster enough economy here to do something? Wraith's still not expanded there. Wraith could even bring a dozer over here and expand as well. He's got loads of trucks here spare as well. Teez trying to hold on the left-hand side against all these flamers. Flamers sometimes running into the mines. But Marakar now with these sneaky flamers here, while Wraith is trying to focus over here, he's trying to do flame walls over here. Is he going to take some damage to these flamers? I think Marakar should be trying more sneaky ones like waypointing down the sides and stuff like that. I think he's got more chance of success by trying to overwhelm Wraith rather than trying to head on it, fight him with the outpost versus flamers. Tend to think that Wraith has done just enough to win, to be honest. Teez has expanded here though. He's going to get an economy boost, and he's still collecting from there. So yeah, maybe he's still in with an okay chance. It's very, very even, to be fair. But Wraith has found this position, although it is a bit of a Fargo flame wall. You can tell they're playing in the same team because he's flaming down his own assault troop crawler. Adjusts it though. Supply is now getting hit. And Marakar continues to press with these flamers. Firelord asking, isn't Teez demo? Yes, he is demo, but he's not got a palace, so yeah, he wouldn't have demo ambush. Yeah, these flamers are starting to come in now, and I think Wraith might panic a little bit now. These flamers are hitting the base. MiGs coming through for Wraith, although it's like 3 or 4 MiGs on one. Supply there gets sold. War factory getting sold. Not convinced that that CC is going to be hit enough. No. No. CC survives. Yeah, Marakar has 12.8k. Like, there's nothing Marakar can do now. You have to just quit. Oh, he's selling the power, man. He's selling the power. And Marakar will now play with 13k. Wraith says LOL. That's like a nervous laugh, to be honest, because he knows he's probably lost now that Marakar will take over with the GLA. Yeah, Wraith will panic now, and that's going to be a 7-2 victory. Marakar with the GLA. Surely he's going to be able to win now because Wraith's kind of all over the place. Units just kind of chilling here. Some of the attacks have been single filed. He had 30k, remember, as well. And I think Marakar, just with the higher skill level, surely should be able to just close this out now with quads and RPGs. Okay, Wraith has expanded. But Marakar is a very formidable GLA player. He's got RPGs spread out. He could try and capture this oil, which he is doing. He's sending a rebel. Yeah, the power was sold, so the power spam rule no longer applies here. So True Crawler comes into play, takes out a terrorist. Is the rebel dead? I think it is. Wraith now has a load of supply trucks over on the left hand side, but he's not collecting just yet. MiGs come through. Does not have the mega armor upgrade. Crazy to think Wraith was on 30k before. He's invested most of that into a ground army, but he also wasted like 1 or 2 ground armies as well, if you remember earlier. Marakar's now making 1 market. EMP disables 2 arms dealers on the CC. Yeah, Marakar really could do with that oil. There is a Jean Keller, but he could steal the power himself now. Yeah, he's probably going to do it. He snipes the GAT. Okay. He's not interested in the power. Okay. Runs away from the bunker. He's going to plant a bomb on the supply. Yeah, I thought he would grab the power, but he's more interested in just clearing things. He doesn't have the cash to spam really on power. Marakar is multitasking here. Will be superior. He'll be able to take over more of the map and clear more of the map. Artillery coming in from Wraith. Does hit the oil up in the top left. Those got sniped, but the MiGs came in and hit it straight away. Did the Jarman survive though? Yeah, Jarman is still alive. He's a vet too. So he killed his own dozer and his own bunker there. Marakar even steals a Gatling tank. The trucks here are going to be hit. Marakar's going to get even more XP, but it doesn't really make a difference because he can't use the support powers of China Vanilla. He might be able to use junk repair, which might be the same as a demo. I don't know though for 100%. One of the outposts, or sorry, one of the assault troop crawlers there gets picked off. Demo Jarman down in the bottom left. There's mines all over this place though. Demo Jarman there can't really do a lot. Marakar coming in with a load of quads and RPGs. So far picking off some stuff, but Wraith does have a ton of units, but he's actually retreating. Demo Bike now coming in for Marakar. Marakar could also expand over on this left hand side. If he gets himself like that supply, and that supply is in a solid position. Yeah, Wraith has built a nuke. He's low power though. Rebuilding. Yeah, Marakar now on demo bikes. There's reports that Fargo was helping Wraith, but Fargo surrendered so he could see the map, and that apparently he was telling Wraith some stuff that he wouldn't otherwise be able to see under the fog and stuff. So that is classed as a cheat there from Fargo. So Wraith was getting assistance from Fargo because Fargo had surrendered and can obviously see the map like I can. Wraith was getting assistance and is still in a vastly worse situation than Marakar is. Marakar is even expanding as well. He's looking better and better for Marakar. He's getting veterancy on these quads. Loads of trucks down here, but yeah, debatable if this game should even go on. If Wraith was already getting tips from Fargo, like under the fog stuff. It seems like he's got power. Yeah, he's stolen a dozer and got power. Like if Wraith was getting tips, this game should already be over. It should be forfeit for Wraith and Fargo. Marakar will not receive the cash bounty because he's China vanilla. Wraith says having fun. I find it a bit cringe, to be honest, Wraith saying anything to Marakar, because Marakar's like one of the nicest guys and one of the best players. And Wraith is probably one of the childish and probably one of the worst players. Like, just being realistic, I just find it a little bit cringe that you would trash or try to trash talk Marakar. I just find that cringe, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks that. Like, Wraith would stand without Fargo, he'd stand absolutely no chance against Marakar, and they've lost here with the imbalanced armies. And Wraith had a 30k float, and he's had observer collusion. Oh my god, man. It's just cringeworthy and embarrassing. Like, what's this army doing? It's been here for about 40 minutes. Oh man. I mean, Marakar with power, you just get fortified structure, just spam markets all over the place. It's got so far like 4 markets, artillery coming in, EMP comes in. I mean, if you rewound it like 15 minutes, the South team had a really good position. Like, how Marakar's even still alive is actually kind of unreal. Like, how that supply is even still alive. Fargo had cracked that side. Yeah, but who's going to be the one to make the topic in the fair play section? It's not innocent till proven guilty on game replays, by the way. It's guilty until you can prove otherwise. So Fargo will need to provide a recording of his end, otherwise he will go down as guilty. That's just the way it works, especially with 10 witnesses. Is he going to steal another dozer? Why does he... Oh no, he lost his power at the artillery. Okay, so he stole another one. Alright, okay. 1 artillery, another dozer steal. Yeah, I can understand that. He's running away with the dozer. The MiGs are currently just sitting idle. Okay, MiG's going in now. Shame it's not by the power plant, because he would have took out the power plant with it as well. Power goes down. I mean, this is a complete waste of time at this point. This is 100% over. I'm not even convinced these have got minigunners inside of it, so I think that worker can just go here, detonate, and pop open a load of stuff. Yeah, 2 units dead there. This was 100% winnable. 100% winnable for the South team. Sorry, Marakar taking out the artillery platform. I mean, okay, congratulations, you've got a nuclear missile, you're floating 10k. But what is a float of 10k going to achieve? What is a nuclear missile going to achieve against a GLA with 60% of the map? We all know how that goes, especially with fortified structure. Even if you had 3 nukes, you'd still struggle to deal significant damage against the GLA. Carpet bomb comes in for Marakar. Oh wait, he's captured China infantry, because he was China vanilla. China vanilla and China infantry have the same carpet, so now Marakar's got the support powers back. So now Wraith is just dead. The only question I've got in my mind now is what last words will Wraith come out with? It's probably going to be something cringeworthy again, so I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself for that. Artillery comes through, is a level 3. It's the oil. Nuclear missile is ready. Okay. I mean, 2 questions left, okay. Where will that helix die? Where will this nuke hit? And I suppose the 3rd question will be, what is Wraith's What are Wraith's last words? All the MiGs are gonna die here. Pop them there, yeah, pop them there. All the MiGs are dead. I mean, the nuclear missile killed a power plant. Wraith is building 4 helixes, but does Marakar have AP ammo? Yeah, he does. It's 100% over. There is absolutely no way. It doesn't matter what player in the world took over them helixes. That's it. That is literally just it. I think even if you just watch the first game, that should tell you all you know. The way that Fargo and Wraith started with such an epic start and still lost the opening game. I think that game alone should tell you a lot about this set. Will that dozer die? I'm not convinced. Okay, goes down. Okay. Sometimes demo terrorists are weird. Sometimes it's exploded without doing damage. I suppose he's got the demolition upgrade there. That rubble definitely needs clearing. Is he going to be able to surprise him here with 5 helixes? Debatable. He's still making quads. He's not spreading stingers around, so you know he's not listening to the stream. He's got 1 stinger. Like, if he knew it 100%... Oh, no, he knows now. He knows. He knows now, because he's just drove past it with his Jarman. He's going to hit the power. Yeah, he knows now. He just needs to build all those stingers. There you go. That's how you know they're not stream sniping, because if you're stream sniping or getting any information or anything like that, you would be dropping down them stingers like 4 minutes ago, something like that. But this is 100%. Fargo, Marakar detonated his own Jarman there so as to not give the XP to Wraith, but this is kind of an embarrassment at this point. Like, why would you not just quit? It's a huge waste of time. I see why no one likes OO. Is that what he was going to say? I see why no one likes OOE. Oh, man. Well, I mean, I prepared myself for cringe, and I suppose that's exactly what I got. I actually thought he liked OOE, clan. I actually thought he did. Oh man, this is cringe. Let's phone Marakar. That might be actually enjoyable to speak to Marakar. We are calling now. Marakar and Teez.
Yo.
Yo, yo.
Yo, dummy.
Yeah.
Yo, Marakar, yo, Teez, well played. Congratulations. I think quite a few people predicted a 7-2 or 6-2 scoreline, something like that. So well played.
Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That last game was super intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well played. I was thinking, how are they going to manage it without power spamming? But then I suppose selling the power, Teez quitting, that was very, very smart. And then you took a dozer and got you took a dozer and got the support powers back anyway.
Yeah, that was. I think he did not expect that at all. Like I specifically carpeted randomly way before the artillery, so he doesn't expect it. Because who the hell expects that?
Yeah, no, well played. I don't know if you read my chat or not, or saw what was going on, but apparently there's an element of cheating going on. That Fargo quit and he was still observing, and apparently he was telling Wraith loads of stuff. And Wraith was accepting the information, saying, yeah, I'm going, or whatever. And then
Huh.
Fargo has
Sounds-
Fargo quit out and has deleted his stream and all this kind of stuff. So
Sounds like Fargo.
That's interesting. I might actually forward that to a couple people because that sounds like cheating collusion.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
It's very ironic given the fact he literally points the finger at everyone
Mhm.
for cheating this or like camping that. Or camping's not like illegal or whatever. But my point is, I think he projects a lot. So I think it's very, very interesting that
Yeah.
he's doing the very thing that he constantly tells people off for.
Yeah, and I do think they had the better armies there as well with Inf and Tank at the bottom. And like at one point, I was like, "How's Marakar even going to stay alive?" Like Fargo had cracked your Gatling cannon at the front, looked completely unwinnable, but you still managed to hold out and win. So
Yeah, and I sold the power as well there because I didn't want any funny business about it's power spam or whatever. So I played it fair.
Yeah.
All I did was basically play with no power.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm power spamming GLA, but I got power back anyways.
Yeah, and then
do you
like towards the
it's-
end, like 25 minutes in or whatever, you crept up the map, took all the spies as GLA, you got AP ammo. And the only question for me was then, what is Wraith going to say that's going to make me cringe at the end? And he was like, "Are you having fun or whatever?" But I don't know. Is it just me that cringes like when he's saying these things? Like he should have won. He was floating 30k at one point, had about 92 outposts. It should have been a win, man, for them.
I mean, if I may comment on that in particular, like I think, I noticed this as well when this challenge got published about the whole trash talking $50 thing. I mean, like, what kind of made me happy when I saw that at least was a lot of people were very clearly like, "What the hell is this? This sounds very cringy."
Yeah.
So like, I mean, even though like Zero Hour community tends to have its fair share of moments when it comes to flaming, I think it makes me a little happy to recognize that some people realize that there are just certain things that go way too far, and I think in particular Fargo is one of those people who tends to take things very far constantly. I mean, from accusing Excal of cheating to deleting streams, it's just he's a character, man. He's a character to say the least. There's a reason that I didn't get kicked from a team, but he did. But supposedly he quit on his own. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know about that, I think you're referring to a StarCraft 2 team that Fargo used to be in many years ago, and apparently he got kicked off this team. Apparently he's quite good at StarCraft 2. I don't know 100%, but apparently, he was too toxic and got kicked off a team.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, this isn't a whole idea of, like, oh, I'm better than you or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, king of the neckbeards or something here. You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to say is, like, I think you can be good at something, but, like, if you're, like, not humble and you're constantly making these kinds of comments, then you're just going to end up looking like a clown. And honestly, there's a reason that, like, a lot of people who are consistent tend to be very, like, calm and, like, collected people. Like, I mean, like, obviously some people might get frustrated at times, but I think the difference between, like, a good and a great player comes down to just having a really good mentality. I was like a little bit frustrated, for example, at the start in the Volcano games. And, like, I was telling Teez, like, oh, I messed up. But, like, I kind of recollected my thoughts and realized, like, okay, yeah, like, I messed up, but, like, this is one game in a vacuum. There's still plenty of games to be played in a best of 13. So at the end of the day, it's just a matter of, like, sort of taking a deep breath. If you need to take a drink, just take a quick drink of water. And then, no, not alcohol. It sounded like that, but I meant water. And just keep yourself calm and collected. I think, honestly, probably the biggest flaw that, I mean, I don't know what happened in their comms, to be honest. Like, I haven't checked Fargo stream at all. But, like, I would not be surprised if there was a lot of frustration and, like, sort of venting out loud was just as productive in, like, a team game format.
Yeah, so I hear it was actually pretty quiet and some cheating going on. That's what I've heard so far. But maybe,
I mean, I have no clue because I was super focused.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, if you watch my recording, which, I mean, I'm recording this as well, like, you can tell, like, I'm very focused in the games mainly. Like, I'm not really thinking about much else.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think the first game was quite telling, that the amazing start they had. Wraith did the drop on you and you weren't collecting for absolutely ages. He built that barracks and made a box and you weren't collecting and you still came out on top. So I think that game was quite telling of what the set was going to result in, I think.
Oh yeah, I messed up that game super hard because I kept sending the terrorists one by one and attacking the barracks, so the dozer would repair the barracks, so it would keep requiring one more terrorist. That was just me playing super terrible that game, but I think after that, like, I started to pick it up at least in terms of like strategy, and I think what really started to shine was when we were doing like, for example, the Rubies and Pearls game where I went Helix spam with Teez. And we were like, I was telling Teez, if we just hunt the nuke, then this Helix spam is just going to be a pain in the ass for Fargo, because it's very difficult to go against that many Helixes on such a big map. And we kind of just followed on our strategies most of the games. Is there anything you want to add as well on that, Teez?
No, I just think we did a good job.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
it was good. Yeah, really good play. Solid result in the end, 7-2. Congratulations. I believe it was like $200 in the end. So, yeah, well played and enjoy the prize.
It's a hefty one, yeah. And thank you, Domi, for streaming this as well. This was a very nice 2v2 set.
Thanks for streaming, Dummy.
Yeah, no worries. I did think twice when I saw the rules. And I saw the rules and stuff, and I thought, oh, do I really want to do this? Or shall I just play some games? But in the end, it turned out good. And yeah, well played to you guys.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's, and I'll see you very soon. GG's.
GG's.
See you.
See you later. Okay then, boys. We are off now. Time for food. Cheers to everyone that joined. Hopefully enjoyed that mini interview there with the players there at the end. And well played to Marakar and Teez. And I look forward to seeing what happens on the Fair Play Forum between Wraith and Fargo. It will be pretty funny, to say the least. So yeah, GG, and I'll see you all very soon. Probably tomorrow, later in the weekend. GG.